Good morning. It's Thursday, January 14th, and it's 6:38 in the morning. Got a view for Santa Ana Wharf here this morning, and Mount Apple has got her crowning glory of clouds there this morning. Highest peak in the Philippines, and it's a little movement here this morning. People are getting ready to go. That's still nice. Nice to come out here early in the morning. So we put in a request to our landlord for the rent rollback to 218 rates. And how do you figure that worked out? Well, everybody's feeling the hit here in this country because there's been basically nothing from the government as far as support goes for anybody. So I shouldn't say that. There's been a lot of poor people that they looked after. All right, they tried their best to look after the poor, and there's a lot here. So that took a lot of resources, and everybody else basically was fending for themselves. And so it's the same with the management company that owns this building here. They've seen a lot of their tenants gone, high vacancy rate, so they're feeling the hit too. So they couldn't do it. So we're left with other means and ways to try and be able to do this. And we're going to have to find them because we're very close, but not close enough. So one of the things that we're going to have to do is start going back down to a market that we were visiting all the time before this happened, where all the vegetables and fish and everything come in. It's the main hub, and we've been staying away from there because it's a lot of people. And where there's a lot of people, the risk is very high of contracting this virus. So, but it's coming to a point now where it's 1.5 dozen of another. So I'm going to scout it out and see. It's like just do a quick drive by and see if it's something that I want to. Because I'll be the one having to do that. And yeah, I don't like putting myself in a situation like that, but drastic times call for some maybe drastic measures, but still you have to weigh it. Is the risk worth it? So that's where everything's at right now. Here we got somebody. A lot of these people like driving around with no helmet on their head. It's amazing. In 2021, we still got that mentality going on. So that's what we're going to have to do, and really be very careful with the money that we spend on stock. And if we can buy everything by the caseload, to try and save a few where we can. And all of this together may give us that extra 4 to 5 that we're going to need per day to be able to survive in this business. So that's the latest news from our little eatery here in Davao City. And we sure appreciate the support we've been getting from customers. It's been very, very good. Like, we have lineups here. It's not that we don't have the people. It's just that we can't put the tables down. We're from 23, we're down to 10. That's just it. So what you're seeing here is the native guys called the Bajau, and the government gives them a way and means of looking after themselves. They provide them with a small card allowance or give them with shoes. And these are shoes that come in from other countries like Korea or Japan, and they go around selling them. There's a large industry here of secondhand clothes, which I have no problem with. I think it's a great idea. I was raised with that way. Back in Nova Scotia, Canada, my parents weren't rich at all, and raising 6 kids, man, I tell you. So we would make a trip up to the mainland of Nova Scotia, and there was a place there called Bargain Harold's. And you go in there, and there was great big bins of used clothes. And we used that, and we really appreciated this. And so it's the same for these folks here. So that's what goes on here on this day, and this Thursday. So we're hoping that you all stay safe. Be good to one another, have consideration. We're going to have a long way to go in this. There's been reports that we're not going to see any herd immunity for this year. It won't be until the middle of next year or the last quarter of next year. So we got a long haul here. So let's get used to these things that are put in place for our benefit, for our safety, the protocols, and make life a little easier for everybody all the way around. Anyway, that's it for today. I'm going to crack open these doors here pretty soon. We got some work going on here. I'm going to replace those panels and do a little painting in the inside. So we got work. We got things to keep us busy. Anyway, have a good one. We're going to shut this video down. Bye.